Dinner was fast food, which was fine, but not exactly healthy. Not exactly healthy. Okay. Achoo. Wow. That was a bit of a sneeze. Okay. Actually, we want to reverse this. Wow, this whatever food I had really. This was kind of going on last night after dinner too, or the night before. I wonder if I have a weird food allergy to something here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So, if we got here, we're not supported. Can. Okay. Okay, so I have these direction enums, and I have some really old stuff that I don't quite remember how it works. You know what? Let's make this a vector argument. Because doing this in vector math is probably nicer than trying to deal with the enum weirdness. Okay, so get direction vector. Right? And then, so let's nest this. Okay. So what is behind? Oh, let's go ahead times -1. Okay. So that rotates us, to in radians. In radians. Okay. So we say this is the ahead. This is ahead times -1. That's behind. And we do left, right. Okay, what is left? We'll go left is rotate 0, 1, 0. Okay, great. So we need to write this function. Okay, position plus direction. Okay. Let's find at position, right? All right. Okay, this is going to return a pointer to an entity. For everything we found, and then something like that. I don't know, man. We need to figure out the rules of exactly what is cling. Oh, you know what? Clingables and pullables are the same thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, let's see how many compile errors we made. Some. Wait, why is it wanted quaternion given float? Okay, so we don't, oh right. Yeah, duh. Duh. Let's do it like this. I don't know if I can do this. No. Whoops. What do you mean? It's called a head v2. Oh. Hmm. Did I have a good meal? It was all right. It was very greasy. Had some greasy foods. Greasy foods. All right. Oh, haha. I don't know how long the stream is going to be tonight. Let's do some stuff here. Let's do some stuff. All right. It didn't work. Okay. Let's make this real good. Oh, put that there. Okay, so what we want, spoilers, is that the thief should not fall. And the thief is falling, so we're going to debug that. Should be in evaluate fall, which we started by editing. Oh, we're in the right file already. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We did all this cling direction stuff. And then we just didn't act on it. Whoops. What does evaluate fall return if we fell? It doesn't look like what it does. Hold on. Oh, no, it does. Okay. So we do not fall. Let's see if we in fact don't fall. We fell. What is going on, people? All right. We found a clingable. Oh, we didn't do, okay, yeah, you got it. Okay, if you want to succeed in the game industry, write the code. All of it. All of it. Not just part of it. Clingable. Um, yeah, and now is when I should have done this the other way. No, I guess it's fine. Unity has a write the code button. It will soon, dude. People were posting on Hacker News about like, oh, this AI writes JavaScript. This AI can JavaScript. It's so great. It's the best JavaScripting AI you ever seen. Hey, that's great. Okay, that shouldn't happen, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to make this look a little better. Um, okay, what is B stationary? So now, hopefully, he will turn and face the block, or she will turn and face the block. That's actually pretty cool. No, it's really not. Whoa! Why'd you start falling? Why'd you start falling? We can find out by putting a breakpoint in start falling. Wait, what? What? What are you talking about? This must just not be working. Like usual. Continue falling. Why are you continuing falling? Oh! So the problem is, okay, we're going to have to move where we're doing this, right? This is in evaluate fall, which yeah, okay. Someone has written this on Stack Overflow, totally. So the deal is, I started writing this code and I was like putting it in the falling test, which is one place that you might think to put it. Like, hey, if this character is going to fall, then cling. And then I was like, wait, that'll make her cling anytime she's next to something and starts to fall, which is maybe not good. Um, I mean, maybe that's what we want eventually, but we want to at least be able to control that for now, probably. Um, and anyway, so the problem is the only things that are supposed to go into this transaction are things that are falling. The transaction that I want to add this into was the pull or move that was completed. And then, since we're going to have that transaction handy, then of course we can make sure we only cling to whatever we were pulling or whatever if we want to. Okay, so I'm going to restructure this a bit. All this code is basically fine. We're just going to move it. What we are going to do here is say, if your cling direction is not none, return false. Clinging, not falling. Okay, that's fine. So this part is going to go in post move reevaluate right before we evaluate fall on everybody, right? Okay. Okay, so we're going to go. Okay, so that's fine. Let's put this speed note inside here so it doesn't get refactored and put into a weird place. So now we have this thing here, which is how do we start cleaning? And we're just going to do this in the case of a pull. So in move transaction, I think we say evaluate fall. Hmm. Oh, we don't need it. Okay, evaluate fall will already ignore this. We just need to do this before. So for everything we completed, this is weird. This is one of those times when you have the data stored in a weird way. So when we have a pull transaction, uh, it's got two single moves at least, and one is the controller proc, and one is the thing that's actually being pulled. I don't think we have a flag on the transaction that says it's a pull transaction, so we would have to search it for a pulled thing. But then I'm not sure that we know who the puller is. We might. We're gonna have to know. But anyway, so if something, if it's a pull transaction, then maybe cling guy to pulled. We're gonna do that. And these are gonna have to be, well, we'll see. We'll see where we get that information. Okay. So maybe cling is going to be all this stuff, except it's going to be a little different. We're going to have another maybe function. I guess we make a new transaction. No, because there's all sorts of confusing things. Okay, we do this blocking player thing. Okay, there's a bunch of things. Let's put that in. We already check is dead. Actually, find pullable add. Doesn't check following. Interesting. Game delayed 1 decade. Okay. Oh wait, did we? Yeah. All right, that's fine. So we find it clingable. Actually, okay, all this fantastic thing that we did is now gone. Okay, we need to make a transaction. Okay. We're just going to get this compiling for a minute. Hey, it does. Okay. So let's just double check this real fast. Yeah. Okay. And then oh man. Okay, we're going to pre-close the trade. I don't know if we need to do a loop for that. Probably should, if I'm being honest. Let's put a no check in there. Okay. Chat does get very quiet sometimes. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know what their deal is. Is that good or bad? Well, it certainly avoids all the times when I get frustrated with someone saying something obnoxious in chat. So maybe it's good. Maybe it means nobody's watching. Maybe that's bad. Maybe it means they're actually watching and paying attention rather than talking about JavaScript. So that would be good. Okay. Okay. So see, this is already like you could have like I'm already writing this in like a kind of a noob way. Like you could have like 5 clones all pulling stuff. Okay. That is the kind of level that we make in this game, god damn it. So you can't just return one puller and one pulled. That is ridiculous garbage. That is ridiculous garbage. For each puller, we need to know what they are pulling, and we may have that information already. If not, we shall. Don't appear to have it. I am better than this. I am better than this. This game is better than this. This game deserves better than what I am typing. All right. And sometimes you have to realize that. Sometimes you have to sit down and say, I want to succeed in the game industry. I want my game to succeed in the game industry. This game deserves better than what I am giving. You know, sometimes you just got to get up and refill your water and come back and hit it again. We are making an indie game called Thief by Looking Glass Studios. In it, you play a thief named Garrett who uh, sneaks around and shoots arrows and then does some magic and stuff. He does pay his rent. You are correct. Garrett pays his rent. Am I going to release it in 2004? Dude, 2004 would have been Thief 3. And I know that because I worked on Thief 3, all right? Tangentially. Thief 1 is like, I mean, I want to say like 1998, 1999. Okay, we're going to do our better thing. Um, in our move transaction for pulling, I thought we had this, maybe we do. Hold on. We have a direction, puller ID. We could make this a pusher ID as well later, but for now it's just for pull. Oh, enact move. So we set this to pulled. Wait, is this a move info? Do we want it to be on the single move or the move info? Let's put it on the single move. Might already be there. Single move. Wait, we have manipulator ID. What? What? I was about to add, and the line, see, this is how you know when your programming habits are consistent. I was literally typing the line that I want right below the line that I want. And not even realizing it. Okay, manipulator ID. Okay. Oh no, not a pointer. This is by value, bro. That pulled. Um, so here we're making an array of all pullers and all pulleys. Okay, this is more like what our game deserves. Thief 1 credits video even features Sean in a spooky hoodie. Wow. I I don't think I knew Sean before Thief came out. I met Sean in the late 90s at GDC, but it was like 97, 98. I don't know. Okay, so we have some code that maybe will do some things. Okay, so this shouldn't be called isPull transaction anymore. It should be called get pull infos. Infos. Okay, for infos. Oh my God. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Uh, See, we have all these they're stationary transactions, so they probably don't matter that much, but all right, maybe clean. That's all we're doing. Is it called entity ID? I guess so. All right. Okay. Wait, are they making another Prey game? Prey was almost good. The new Prey. It was almost good. It just the whole like alien can creepy disguise as anything. They like just didn't quite pull that off. Like it's a cool idea, and then sometimes you try and do an idea and um, it just doesn't totally manifest as well as you wish it did, right? So that's what I feel like happened there. Um, so maybe they would fix that in the sequel. I don't know. And yeah, it was pretty long and got stale pretty early, I thought. Hey, check it out. So my character is clinging in the air here and then can fall. Now, we did all this work just so that the following can happen. In fact, let's be funny. Put one down there. Okay, we're going to make this and this guy's turn order ID is going to be that. that. All right. See? See, sometimes you don't just, so I'm often a proponent of doing the lame thing first, but sometimes doing the lame thing first, um, sometimes it just makes you do more work, right? Like sometimes just go straight there. So we went straight there. Um, our thing is still slightly lame, but it's a lot less lame than it would have been. Okay, so we don't clear the pull direction right now when you move or something like that, right? Or like this one is, okay, this is a weird, oh my God, this is a good level. Because kind of what's happening is we have a cling chain where like it's not really drawing correctly, but this thief in the middle is clinging to the one on the right, and the one on the right is clinging to the rock. So if I pull again, now there's nothing to cling to, right? But, okay, if we just, for sake of argument, did this and just kept putting rocks, oh, well, yeah. Just put a bunch of rocks here that are not even going to get pulled, all right? I bet we can go all across them. Well, now we're at the, oh, we're not like correctly checking water or something. That's a nuance we could do later. But anyway, this is some Steven sausage roll shit right here. And you can only do this with clones, which is awesome. Okay. Okay, so next, I want, during the clinging, I want it to look more like grabbing onto the rock. And we don't have an animation for that right now, but we do have an animation of like ducking under things. And so I'm going to lie to the animation system and I'm going to say, um, so this has like what is it called? Carrying, right? All right, let's see what that does. Yeah, Sausage Tower killed most people out of Steven Sausage Roll. But sometimes it's just a test of how bad you want to play the game. Okay, it's not working. Okay, you cannot pull if you're clinging. That's just a thing. Oh, but if you can't pull if you're clinging, then this thing wouldn't work. Because you can only cling off a pull. Okay, I really don't know what's happening there. So, so, okay. First, let's just get it sane and consistent. And then if that kills a lot of the emergence like you have there, then we could think about bringing it back. Okay, but here, so here's the pulling code. If you're clinging, you can't pull. Just because you don't want people to be able to pull the block a further square out. And if you're clinging, there's nothing under your feet. Yeah, so that doesn't work anymore. Also, if we move, we stop clinging. Like you can't, I'm going to say that for now, you can't do this. Um, if we want to bring it back later, we do it in a more intentional and careful way. For now, if you're going to move, we break your cling no matter what. Aw, no, I mean we might get there eventually. It's just implement piggybacking while clinging. You mean someone standing on them? That should already work. Let's see what happens. So like, if these guys go here, this guy should be able to stand. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not strong enough to push this. The guy does need to lift more, it's true. Okay. So why these guys are not going to... Okay, so they're being reported as falling to the animation system. That's what's happening. Hmm. Okay, we're going to delete some clones. I know we're having fun with the clones, but I want to read the debugging information, and that'll be a lot easier if there's only one thief. Okay. So we sent the jump message. Let's not do that if we're going to clean. Yeah, we just don't do that if we're going to clean. Okay. Okay. What version of GLSL can you reasonably expect to be supported by every Mac and Windows computer? I hate to break it to you, but OpenGL is officially deprecated on Mac. OpenGL is officially not supported on Mac, period. That said, there probably is some practical level of GLSL that you can expect, but what that is, I don't know. Okay, so now the thief actually ducks down. Animation's a little weird, but we could fix that later. You used a guide once you got stuck, then you didn't really play the game. I don't know why people bother to do that. Why bother to pretend you're playing a puzzle game? You're not going to get anything out of it. So, my favorite is the people who use walkthroughs to play through the witness and then get annoyed when they can't do the timed puzzles at the end of the game. And it's like, look, if you didn't actually understand what these things mean, 3.3 will work, but any features beyond that will require metal. Yeah. A coworker played the witness and looked up the answer to almost every puzzle, just wanted to see the graphics. I mean, I guess that's as long as if you don't think you're playing a puzzle game, then that makes sense. But you can see most of the graphics once you just get out of the first thing. You can like walk most places on the island, so you don't need to do any puzzles to see the graphics. Okay, so one thing that the thief can legit do, let's start testing things, is cross a one square gap. All right. So like, whoops. So like this is a legit thief move. Okay, let's do if I walk sideways, that'll be a D. Like it might be fun to be able to mantle side to side like this, but for now, but okay, one thing we will allow is the following. We will allow you to go here and grab onto that. It does, even though it looks like that's happening right now, it's not actually happening. Yeah. Think if the thief can switch which block he's clinging to, people will be really confused as he can't do the sideways walking along the ledge thing. Maybe. I mean, the difference is whether it's the same square or different square, like whether I move doing it or not. But I can see, I can see, I see the point. I think for the very first thing, I'm just going to keep it super simple and be just like, look, you can cling, and if you move, you come off. Oh, and if something starts supporting you, then you let go. Right? Okay. So moving individual guy. Is it just cling direction? Okay. Now, so we're allowing ourselves to pull, which we don't. And the reason we're allowing ourselves to pull now is because pulling had set clinging direction or had checked clinging direction to see if we should pull. We're clearing clinging direction now. Okay. Okay. Let's bring it back down here. And then okay, so she should let go in this case. So we want to test that. I don't hate Java. It's just not a language that I would program. It's just a language I wouldn't program in. I mean, I think Java is a lot better than JavaScript. So we need to update support. Okay, now he can't push because he did not lift at the gym. But this guy lifts at the gym every day. All right. All right. Will the character change to sort of hang off the block when the thief has pulled the block over the edge? I mean, if you mean the animation that's playing right now, yeah, we would make custom animations for this. And in fact, she would like start turning earlier and all that. Like, yeah, this is just the beginning of what you would do. It's just we don't know if this is actually a thing. So, I mean, this is another thing that we don't do right now is, whoa, what happened there? It's hard to see because of this. What? Did the thief cling there? Yeah, she's clinging. Oh, because all right. So we have we're just gonna go there. It's a little tenuous, but yeah. The G2A link, that's a good idea. Let's get our G2A link on this page. Also, I could use a gaming chair that like looks like a race car chair. Okay, thief is no longer clinging. Let's do it fast. There we go. There we go. Let's start making some levels that just do this. Seven-minute abs chair. What's the compile time for the project? It's hard to say because the streaming takes a lot out of us. And we're linking all these WWise frickin' libraries that take forever. But so while we're streaming on the laptop, it's about 1.8 seconds, but I honestly don't know why it's that slow. It should be, when I was at my home desktop machine, it was still 0.8 seconds. So either there's something really slow about this laptop, which is quite possible, or we introduced something really slow in the compiler, right? And then this link time is just all these frickin' WWise libraries that are giant that we started linking in that we can't really do anything about. Is there a way for the thief to let go while cleaning and not drop drop directly below? There isn't, and I feel like that's okay. I don't want to add a control for cleaning, although maybe, I don't know, like if we want that, maybe if the thief moves toward the block, like we explicitly said, hey, if the thief moves toward the block, let's do that. Let's have that be the thing. So oh, actually, you know what? Okay, so that should work. So, right, so if I go into the block, boop, straight down. If I go to the side, boop, side, boop, boop. All right. Wouldn't it be better to climb on top of the block? No, the thief can't climb. Thief cannot climb. That is a predetermined rule that we do not affect. And so here's the thing. We're trying to balance adding some interesting surprise moves for the thief without making them super mega powerful and redefining the game, right? If we make them super mega powerful and redefining the game, then we have a lot of problems, right? But, which is why it's unclear if the thief should be able to mantle around to the sides. But she definitely cannot climb because that would break all the base games that we're based on. That's just not okay. Okay. Yeah, we're just experimenting here. We're not taking this too seriously. I don't actually know if this is going to be in the game, and so forth. But, oh boy, let's do a level. Uh, uh, Cling Cliffs. We're going to have multiple clean cliffs levels, I'm sure. All right. Let's just delete that. Oh, look, arrows. Look at all these things we can delete. Just realized we don't have a way to do a whole stack up. So there's going to be a block. On the clean cliffs. It's going to be a thief. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just messing around. I kind of know what I want the second level of this to be. And then let's make a side camera. All right. So we're not done yet, obviously, because there's no exit. So I want a reason to do something tricky. Yep, the ray casting answer is exactly right. I mean, there are other ways you can do it, but those ways are nutty. You should ray cast, probably. Okay, so like, I kind of want something smart to happen here. Let's give our cliffs some colors that are not lame. See, it's already so much better as soon as you do that. Look how much better that is. Okay, but our level isn't good yet. Like, I kind of want it to be like you need to make a way into the exit because the exit is blocked off by blocks. And the only way that you could pull the blocks is back onto a neighboring thing. So like, let's say this was the exit and you have a block here, one here. Now the problem is you could pull either of these, but if you had to pull this one off, that means you have to jump back across, which means if you went this way, you wouldn't be able to go back. You'd be able to get here. See what I'm saying? I kind of want to do this. I want to have occasional like notch outs here, both to give it a little style and to make a little puzzle. So if I pull this block out of the way, right? So if the trick is that I have to go this way from here, that could be pretty good. Like, okay, watch this. Watch this, watch this. Level isn't set up for this yet, but okay, I'm gonna go this way. All right, now, if I do this and get this block out of the way, I can go here. Oh wait, I can't actually, yeah, I got ahead of myself. I can't actually drop a block into there by hanging. That's the whole point. I was going to be all cool, like, hey man, you get a block down there and then you can go, but the thief cannot do that with this. But anyway, the point here is, look, if I do this, and then suppose I need to grab this back, I can't, right? Because I'm blocked. So you would need to come in some other way. And that's what I want to do, is make a cute other way to come in there, but I'm not sure it's possible. Of course, you can just do this. I mean, at some point, this is just very contrived. Like, I would like to have an excuse. Maybe I go here and then go here just to move a block somewhere else and then go back. I don't know why I need to do that though. Maybe use a second character for pushing. Well, you can always do that, but like we're just trying to do the pure. Like I do think a lot of the complexity of this maneuver would come from a second character. And in fact, we will have that at some point soon. Oh, well, it could be. Now, what it is you have to actually, it's simple. It's more like this, actually. So this is just a little bit too stupid. Like there's not enough to it. Maybe we could like make it so that there's almost a way across here, but not quite. All right. So, well, at least it's a thing that you could solve. So now, how do we make it better? How do we make it smart? I mean, there could always be a frickin' monster. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there could be a button. I just don't totally. Like, okay, see this thing I did at the beginning? I kind of like this. Like, if on the last column I had to do this in order to get the block where I need it, because if I don't go to the gap, I can only go here, right? Well, let's say I need the block on this line, but I can't for some reason just do this, you know? Can you do stuff with stacked blocks and walls 2 units high that knock them off? I don't understand the question, but the way that we design levels for this game is that we have an idea of what we are doing, and then we make that the best level that we can. So the idea here is just a basic exercise of this ability without too much complication. Okay, I already know what it is. Guys, look. I already set it up. My subconscious already knew. So the only way that I can get to this last column on the right, the orange one, is on this row. And for some reason, I started the block on that row. But if the block is not on that row, I have to get it there. Okay? How do I get it there? Well, I can do a jump off. That's the only way to get it there, right? Is to do this. Okay? But now I can't go back on the first row and I can't go back on this. I guess I could do this, right? But you could make that cube a little bit tighter, the gray one, so that it's not so easy to figure out what to do there. And then you can go, right? But you can't just go directly like I did. At the circle is the exit. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get. Could have like a Donkey Kong situation going back and forth vertically while having to drag blocks to a center column. The thing is, you cannot drag one of these blocks across a gap. You only can, yeah. This isn't a Sokoban game in the sense of storing the blocks. Um, this is not a block storage Sokoban. It's a get your character to the exit Sokoban. All right, so I like this already. So one question I have is, how do I make the middle column better? And my guess is, well, first of all, if I get rid of this third corner, so this corner here, you can't use to jump here, of course, right? This one you can, so let's just like erode that. That's gone. See how that looks in side view. It looks kind of confusing from this perspective, but looks kind of confusing from both perspectives. Well, we'll tidy it up later. Can you make part of this level where you have to move towards the block when hanging to fall off closer? Well, I think actually what we're not doing is using the sideways motion at all. But we could do that. Maybe that's for a different level. Anyway, so I come back over here. And now, so if this were harder to reset for some reason, like let's just say, so I'm going to come across here. This is really the only place that I can come across because I can't drag that block to the edge. In fact, we actually maybe didn't need to cut that corner out. Anyway, so we do this. So I mean, we could have a block here instead of back there. Like, this is maybe entertaining. Oops. So if I do this, right, and come back, if I try to, oh, I guess that's still, there's just too much space, man, on this column. Now, host. Okay, so let's actually make this do a diagonal at the end. Maybe like that. Okay, so I just want to make the gray area better. I could do that by making it a weirder shape. Do you have any recommendations on kind of obscure puzzle games? Yeah, Starseed Pilgrim is good. Snakebird is, I mean, Snakebird is not as good as Steven Sausage Roll, but it's okay. Just don't play Snakebird Primer. Play real Snakebird. Snakebird Primer is silly. How is Cultist Simulator a puzzle game? I don't. You have to figure out how any video game universe works. Okay, well, okay, this can be the other thing is, right, okay, so this is cute. If I use this second column, right, that's the right one. If I use this third column, I can't actually get back, okay? So if I encourage you to use the second column or the third column by like all this, then you have to realize it's wrong and maybe stop and think, right? So if I'm here, if I do this, okay, well now I can't get back on that line because of that hole. And I can't get back here because I can't get this all the way to this line, right? So now I'm stuck. So here I have to come this way and then reset. You know what? I feel good enough about that, that's the leveling. That seems kind of okay. Oh, Jelly No Puzzle. Yeah, how did we not think about Jelly No Puzzle? If you haven't played Jelly No Puzzle, I recommend it, but you better be ready. You better be ready for some serious puzzling. Because that game, Jelly No Puzzle does not mess around. Oh, if you've never heard of Jelly No Puzzle, you gotta play it. I should put a hole just southeast so you have to drag around it. Oh, you mean like onto one of the other corners? Maybe. I mean, okay, here's the thing is, I was thinking about keeping that sort of for a surprise, I guess. We're gonna do a second level of this, so I think maybe that let's just see if we can do that because I want to have a puzzle about like imagine that this square that I'm standing on was the only one on this column that was present. Normally you just couldn't drag a block then into this line, but you can using this, right? So, oh, also the Swapper, that's a good puzzle game. If you haven't played the Swapper, okay, Cling Cliffs 2, we're going to see actually, let's record this solution. So Cling Cliffs 2, we are going to have a friend this time, but it's going to be Mr. Wizard. And let's just verify that a certain thing works, okay? That's all I'm going to do for now. All right, this is what we are testing is the following. Okay. Now, how do we use that? Of course, if the wizard swaps with the thief, whoops, the wizard swaps with the thief, then he'll fall, which isn't that useful, honestly. Okay, everybody, I think it's bedtime. I think we did a good job tonight. And there are some things that are not done. So, for example, if the block that you're clinging to moves, that's a drag, because right now you won't move with it, but we're going to want that to happen. And yeah, maybe we'll do some wizard thing. I don't know. But thanks everybody for coming by. We did 3 streams today, I think, if I'm counting correctly. I don't know how many hours it was, but I'm sure it was at least 2 hours each, probably more. Thanks everybody. See you later. Full-time streaming. We are full-time streaming.